Hey guys, what's up? It's Erica. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe. I really appreciate it. Today I'm making a video about my Everlywell food sensitivity test. My sister gave me this test for my birthday. She said that it was like one of the best rated ones that wasn't like extremely expensive. I think this is like $150. I've always just like been curious. I have no known allergies to any food, but I feel like I've talked about it a little bit on here. I have extremely sensitive skin and like my skin is not great, as you can tell, and I feel like there might be some correlation with food, but it's never been like super obvious of like what it is that triggers rashes and breakouts for me. And just in general, I'd like to know like my body better. I'm gonna walk you guys through taking this test and the results that I get. So you open it up, then your kit includes an alcohol prep pad, collection card, lancets, biohazard bag, gauze pad, bandage, return envelope, return label. I actually don't know how you do this. I think you like prick your finger. There's my kit and everything in it. Important reminder, register kit, fill out card, provide enough blood. Okay, so you need enough blood to like really fill in the circles. It says to warm my hand under hot water for a minute and then shake them at my sides for 15 to 20 seconds to like get the blood flowing. Okay, so that's done, and now clean the finger using alcohol prep pad. Now twist the top off the lancelet. So I've never used one of these before, but I think you like press it. And then you need like the gauze ready because you're supposed to drop off. You're supposed to clean the first drop of blood off. The gauze. Okay. So I got some blood outside of the little test circle. Hopefully that's fine. I might need to prick myself again because my blood is just not, it's just like clotting. So they do give you two, but this one, okay, oh, God. Clearly I got it everywhere. It wasn't just on the circles, but I did get it in every circle, so I hope it's fine. They did say it needs to like soak through on the back side of the stuff, so that's like very soaked through. So now I'm just supposed to tuck the cup. Oh wait, no. God, thank God I didn't do that. You have to let it dry for a while. Part one of this process is done. Hey guys, okay, so I got my results back 2 days ago. So I forget if I mentioned this in the beginning of the video, but I have no known allergies, and I wouldn't say that I'm like super sensitive to food. I would say I'm a person who kind of like gets headaches and feels nauseous and just feels off kind of frequently, but I've never really been able to notice it like just with a certain food, and I don't know if it is food that causes me to feel that way. I was actually really surprised when I got this test back. It says that my reactivity was above normal to 41 foods, which it tests for 96 foods, so 41 out of the 96 foods it says that I react abnormally to them, which was a lot higher than I was expecting. So basically I have I only have one food in the high reactivity, 5 foods in the moderate reactivity, and 35 foods in the mild reactivity. It is a lot of food that they say I react abnormally to, but it's a very mild reactivity that's abnormal. I looked up some people's videos because I was curious, like, if everyone had a bunch of foods that they were abnormal to, and for the most part people didn't come up with as many foods as I did. I saw some people who had more in the like higher categories, but most people were averaging like 15 to like maybe 20 foods that were abnormal for them. What I also think is kind of interesting about this is with everything that popped up on this test that says that I react abnormally to, there's never been a single day and probably really hard to even have a meal that didn't contain something from this list. So number 1 on the high reactivity food was cow's milk. So with this test, they do explain how just because I got cow's milk on my high reactivity doesn't mean that I'm lactose intolerant, which to my knowledge, I'm not. I know though, so many people have cut out cow's milk, and I don't buy it like I used to buy it, but I very, very rarely buy it. I do have it pretty frequently, like when I order a latte at a restaurant, I normally just get it regular. I don't ask for oat milk, but oat milk is like the one milk that I do think can taste just as good, or like sometimes even better. So I want to try to like be better with that. And just when I drink my coffee at work every day, we have like a whole coffee station, so they have regular milk, so I put regular milk in my coffee every morning. That's something I could definitely work on cutting out, because I probably have cow's milk almost every single day. Then I have 5 foods under the moderate reactivity. So the first one is apple, which for my whole entire life, like all my friends know, I love apple juice, and like my whole entire childhood and even into adulthood, I love apple juice in the morning. So this just makes me think like I've spent almost every single day of my life starting out with something that could possibly be causing me symptoms. The next one is bell peppers, which I could live without them. Coffee's the next one, which I have become very reliant on coffee. I don't think I will give up coffee anytime soon. Then egg whites, which I never have liked eggs. They always make me feel sick after I eat them. It's not just eggs, but eggs are in so many things. Like any baked goods. I love cookies. Eggs are in cookies. So the last one is yogurt, and again, this says it doesn't mean that I'm lactose intolerant. I don't eat it a whole ton, but I personally do enjoy it. So then I have 35 foods on my mild reactivity list. I'm not going to bore you guys and talk about every single one of these, but we'll just go over these really quickly. So almonds, asparagus, baker's yeast. So David's been making a lot of bread, so that has yeast in that, so not good. Barley grain, black walnut, don't even know what that is. Blueberries. I like blueberries. Brewer's yeast. It's like what's in beer. Cantaloupe. I hate cantaloupes. Carrots. Not a huge fan of carrots. Chicken, which like I love chicken. Coconuts, cottage cheese, cucumbers. I like cucumbers a lot. Egg yolk, eggplant. I don't like eggplant. Now this is the one that like really threw me. Garlic. I'm on the higher spectrum of mild reactivity for garlic. I cannot think of like any meal that's actually tasty, like a savory meal, that someone doesn't put garlic in. Ginger's in so many things that are like health things that people do, so that's interesting. Gluten, I mean, I love bread, I love pasta, I love carbs. I've never thought that I reacted badly to them. Green olives, I hate olives, so whatever. Green peas, I hate peas. Lobster, mozzarella, rye, safflower. So this is another one of the ones that I'm like, how could I never consume this? Safflower is primarily produced for vegetable oil. So hidden sources of it are in cooking oils, salad dressing, margarine, many processed crackers and snacks, sunflower seed butter, trail mixes, seed mixes, cereal, soups, shelf-stable milk substitutes, and certain lip balms. Salmon, love salmon. Sesame, soybean, sweet potatoes, I love sweet potato fries. Tarragon, tomatoes, I love tomatoes so much. Tuna, I absolutely love tuna. Wheat, white mushrooms, love mushrooms. White potatoes, I'm not a huge fan of a white potato. So those are the 41 foods that I apparently react abnormally to. And I'm learning a little bit about this test. So one, this is not a food allergy test. It also says like a food allergy is much more severe and you have symptoms that are a lot stronger that happen like immediately after you eat something, where a food sensitivity is a low and slow onset over time. Let me know if you guys have ever taken one of these tests and the results that you guys got, or if you're just like a dietitian and you want to help me figure out a diet to eliminate everything. I definitely got very different results than I was expecting. Even though all these foods did come up on my list, like the fact that I've lived my entire life and thought that like I wasn't really sensitive to any foods, like I don't have horribly debilitating symptoms or anything like that. So at this point I feel super lucky because I pretty much eat whatever I want without having like too harsh side effects. But it's definitely something that I think would be interesting to track and just know now that my body could possibly be reacting to some of these foods, and some symptoms like headaches and stomach aches and bloating could be from some of these foods. It's also interesting because a lot of the foods on the list are foods that are good to eat, but my body could specifically like not react well to that food, which I think is just good to know, because it's not just about like eating the healthy thing always, it's like eating what's good for your body. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video.